Okay, so this will serve as the Tinkercad intro for the Media Arts 9 classes. I'm just going to run you through logging into Tinkercad and then just going through the intro activities. I'm going to share my screen with you right now. I can show you how to do that. So what you're going to do is open your browser. Tinkercad is a 3D modeling program that is browser based, so every one of you guys can use it in your browser. I'm just going to take my window down there. So when your browser's up, just go Tinkercad in your search bar, and it'll be that first link. You can also go to Join Now, which will get you there faster, but if we just click through the first link onto the home page, this is what you're going to see. You have to scroll down a little bit and join your class. So how you join your class is you go to your teams, join the class, and go Control V. That's your class code. Go to my class, and then my name that I made for this demo is demo name 6372. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's a totally new account. So you don't see any designs here. You could always create a new design if you want to try it out. Just play around with the software. What we're going to do is go to Learn, and we're going to start on these basic steps. So if I click on here, on Place It, that will be the first lesson. And it'll just teach you how to use the program. So all of your shapes are down here, and there's a bunch of function commands up here. Those are the most important areas. There's a lot of different shapes you can use. The basic ones are just being shown right now. So if I click and drag into screen, I can place the box, and I should have let it go right there, and you can place the box right there. Anytime you have an object on screen, you'll see this thing come up, and that controls a lot of the different aspects of the object. But we'll talk more about that later. So once you place it in the box, like all the instructions are over at the left here for these lessons. Just go place it. They'll show you what to do. And then you're all done. The box is having a party. It's amazing. So then you continue. And the next one is view it. So you can click this cube right here is always present. So if you click front, it'll go to front. If you just click normally, left click, you can drag it around and see any aspect, and that's sort of what they want you to do in that lesson. Okay, now we're going to zoom in. So let's just say we go back to front. And then if you have a scroll mouse, I'm scrolling my mouse in and out. You can zoom in and out. So basically, you can look from any direction and zoom in and out. So let's look around faster is what I just did. I just right clicked and looked around rather than I didn't grab this box. I just right click it in screen. You can drag it around like that. So that's the one I usually use. And then you're all done viewing the cube. So the next one is going to be move it. I don't really understand how this, okay, there it is. That's the instructions in the next block. So when you click and drag, you can move around, and it'll move on the horizontal plane depending on which view you're on. I tend to click this box off because it does block half of your screen sometimes, and it is fairly annoying. Just gonna move all the boxes there. You can also, once you get on these keys, is you can use the arrow keys too. So I can go back, forward, and then side to side. It'll move it on a horizontal plane for you. There's ways to move it vertically too, but I'll tell you that later on. So you just want to get all your boxes in there, more or less how it should be. Next, and then done. So rather than just viewing and moving, you can also rotate these boxes. So you sort of have to be on the plane of the rotation. You're looking at the object along the axis. So what I mean by that is if I go to front, I can see I need to rotate this one, then it'll be easier for me to see this handle on top. I need this little handle, and I'm going to click like that. If I hold down shift, it'll snap right to 45 for me. It's at a 45-degree angle. That looks good. So for the next one, I have to go up top because it wants to rotate that way flat. Hold down Shift again. Oh, you can also rotate by putting degrees in there, but I just want to grab this handle right now. So, and then the next one is from this side. And I'll show you how to rotate just by putting degrees in. So if I click there and I go 45, then it'll automatically send it to 45 as well. So now I have them all rotated, all done. Yeah, keep on looking at the instructions if you still need to look at that. So we've placed, we've rotated, now we're gonna size. So how you size is you click on an object and then you grab the little squares along, like in the middle of the side, the black squares, not the white corner squares. You just pull that out. This one I have to pull back, and then I'm gonna put the front one out. And then this one, if I want to size everything all at once, I can hold down Alt. Alt will size. No, if I just hold down Alt, I can sort of size all sizes at once. So then I can go like that, and I'll just size it like that. So now I've sized up all those boxes. I'm done that activity. And then we're gonna do a couple more activities here. So this is a program that you make objects by either grouping them or subtracting them. You add objects or you subtract objects. There's some other modeling programs that use like different drawing tools and whatnot. The main way you make things in Tinkercad is just putting in objects, modifying them, and adding or subtracting to them. And you do that through groups. So if you have two objects that are like overlapping, if you do a click and drag, left click and drag, and get a box going, you can do a you can do a group select around all of them. The group button is right here, and you can see when that comes down, it shows you the hotkey too, and the name. So you can either click it right there. That's just group. It's all grouped up. And in the next one, I'm going to drag another box, and instead of clicking the button, I'm just going to go Control G, and that's the group that it showed us. So let's talk a little bit more before I do that. So there's two types of objects. There's actually solid or whole. So if I go like this, you can see that the whole is selected. And when you turn an object into a whole, it's like turning it into a negative. And then when you group it with something, it actually cuts through that object. So it just, nope. Let's try that again. When you group it with something, just go like that. And then you can see the hole straight down that it cut through, right? So that was a solid cylinder, that was a hole, and that's the difference between the two groups. Next, we're all done. And then continue, and then another function we have in the toolbar is align. So if group is right here, I think ungroup might be right there, and then align is right here. So if I click these three block boxes, it'll show us what, I hold down shift while I click them all, gives me a group of them. And then what do they want us to do first? Okay, so these are all out of sort of line. They want us to line them all up on this plane right here. So how you do that is you click the align button, and I believe it's just going to be right there. So it's the middle horizontal button I click right there and lines them all up in a row. So yeah, there we go. That was the next one actually. And then they want us to do it all. Oh snap! It thinks I'm done. It wants us to make it all flat now. So I'm going to hit that align again, and we're going to get this middle bar. And now they're all like you see in the lessons. So those are all the lessons, guys. It's pretty simple. We're just learning to manipulate objects right now. Once you're done the align lesson, you just go back to the project page. Again, you can sort of try to fool around. If I quickly made, direct starters. Go back to my account. Projects. I haven't made any projects yet. Maybe I just click the icon. Yeah, they're okay. So if you click that icon, it'll take you back to your main page. You create new design right here. You're able to sort of experiment with the tools. If I drag a bunch of boxes in here, I could make like a little house or my name or whatever you want to do. You know how to click and size now. You know how to rotate. You know how to size down, and you know how to align all those, something like that. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, you can fool around with that. It gives you a weird name, so you do have to rename them once we start projects, because it's just some bizarre name they give you. But and once you do that, then if you just hit the Tinkercad button, it will automatically save your work, and it'll take you back to projects, and then you'll see that project right there. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to stop sharing screen,